We can assemble these battery cells in series and parallel using scientific methods to drive a car. Next, we will explain what equipment and instruments are needed to assemble these battery cells. The first step in assembling batteries is definitely sorting and grouping. Of course, the first step in sorting and grouping is to divide the capacity. We need to assemble batteries with the same capacity into a battery pack, so that we can ensure the consistency of the battery pack. For example, for this 2500 mAh battery, in general, black teams require a battery pack of no more than 20 mAh. The device around me is an 8-point capacity tester, which is only used for testing purposes. If it is produced on a large scale, we will need to equip it with a dedicated flying melting cabinet and a multi-point dividing melting cabinet. Of course, for a typical battery factory, this battery is already divided and paired when it is delivered to you. Of course, we can also use this tester ourselves to conduct spot checks. After sharing the capacity of this lithium battery, the next step is to divide its voltage and internal resistance. We can only assemble a battery pack that maintains the same voltage and internal resistance. This way, the consistency of the entire battery pack will be better. For example, this device is our sorting instrument for voltage and internal resistance. For low-speed power, our sorting standard is 3 milliamps and 5 millivolts, which is to assemble cells with an error of less than 3 milliamps and 5 millivolts into a battery resistance. In the early stage of assembling this battery pack, the equipment is definitely indispensable. However, if we expand it later, we can buy a fully automatic sorting instrument with 1 voltage internal resistance, which can greatly improve efficiency. Here, we are working on a sorting operation, which is a spot welding machine. This type of spot welding machine is commonly referred to as gantry spot welding machine in our industry. When making pucker, we choose a spot welding machine with the corresponding power based on the thickness of the spot welding zone. This spot welding machine is AC, and the instantaneous power is. The 25000 watt lazy welding machine can spot weld up to a thickness of 0.2 mm. As usual, we mainly use spot welding machines to spot weld our 18650 cylindrical lithium batteries. Of course, for large units, if they are powered on, we can also spot weld them. Let's take a look at the spot welding operation. The equipment I want to talk about next is also a very important equipment. It is a lithium-ion battery charging and discharging aging instrument. After the battery pack is assembled, we need to use this instrument to test the performance of the battery, such as whether it can be fully charged, discharged, and the capacity of the battery. We can also test the function of the battery and expose a hidden danger in advance, such as whether there is process protection. Is there any excessive protection? Another issue is whether it has the problem of overheating due to residential use. Also, it is about the people around us. 笔记：双语对照。